Hello everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome back to another video on the Tottenville Legend 826 channel. This is episode 10 of the Tottenville vlog series. And on this episode, we're going to talk about the chess club at Tottenville High School. Now, during my first 3 years of high school, I had no interest in joining the clubs that were in my school. I had no interest in joining any of the clubs or activities that were in my school. I was, had other things to focus on. I wasn't really worried about the clubs in my school. But then, during my 12th grade year at Tottenville High School, I decided to join the school's chess club. Now, in all honesty, chess is my favorite board game of all time, but in all honesty, I had lost a lot of interest in chess when I was in high school because I was focused on other things, I had other issues to worry about. I had other issues to worry about and think about. But during my 12th grade year at Tottenville, I joined the school's chess club, and it was a pretty fun experience, I would say. Our teacher in the chess club, he was pretty cool. He was a pleasant person to be around. He was pretty cool. We played games against each other. We played games against each other in the Tottenville chess club. We played games against each other. We just did it for fun. There wasn't like any official league or anything like that. We just played games for fun. Because there was only a handful of us in that chess club. So obviously we weren't able to have a lot of people in order to have a chess club or chess league or anything like that. So just played games for fun in the Tottenville chess club. We just we just played games for fun. And I remember playing a game against this chess club teacher. We played a game, and eventually we reached a rook endgame, where each of us had a rook and several pawns in the endgame. And I was losing the endgame because I calculated it was clearly a win for the teacher because his king and rook were in a much better position than my king and rook. But I made the blunder of moving my rook to h6 when my king was on g5 and my pawns were on e4 and h4. So they played his black rook to g3, and it was checkmate because my king was trapped. It was under attack and nowhere to go, and none of the pieces could block the check, and the rook couldn't be captured. So clearly, it was checkmate. So yeah, it was an instructive lesson to learn. But the chess club was still a fun experience, despite the games I lost. I still enjoyed it very much because I truly love chess. It's my favorite board game of all time. And despite the fact that I'm not a strong player, my rating is only 1200. I still think the game is very enjoyable, and I still think a lot of people can have fun playing it. And the chess club here at Tottenville helped me realize how important that game was to me because, I was taught to play the game at a young age, and, it was honestly a fun game for me to play, honestly. Even now, I still enjoy the game very much. I enjoy looking up chess videos and watching chess puzzles, Like I said, I'm not a strong player by any means. My ELO chess rating is only 1200, but I still enjoy the game of chess very much. I enjoy playing the game. I enjoy watching the game, It's a very fun game to learn about, honestly. You can learn a lot by playing chess. You always got to think one step ahead of your opponent and see through your opponent's mistakes, That's what's so important about chess, always thinking ahead, always thinking one step ahead, always thinking one step ahead of your opponent, always calculating and always waiting for the correct moves to play. Always thinking one step ahead of your opponent, always trying to outsmart your opponent, always trying to play ahead of them. That's what I think is the most important part about chess. Always trying to think about ahead of your opponent, always trying to think one step ahead of your opponent, always trying to outsmart your opponent, Yeah, let me just walk over there and then we'll continue talking. That's the most important aspect about chess. That's the most important thing about chess, the most important aspect about chess. You always got to think one step ahead of your opponent, always got to plan ahead, always got to prepare yourself in case your opponent has any tricks up his sleeve that might have a trick and it might have a trap that you may not notice. So you always got to think one step ahead of them. You always got to calculate, always plan ahead. That way you'll be able to win games. Always got to think one step ahead of your opponent, always got to plan one step ahead of your opponent. That's pretty much what the game of chess is all about, pretty much. Thinking one step ahead of your opponent, always planning ahead, Always got to calculate, always think ahead of your opponent, always got to think moves ahead of your opponent, always think steps ahead of your opponent, you know. You know, it's like, that's like the most enjoyable part about chess. Always like thinking ahead of your opponent, always like calculating ahead of your opponent, you know. It's not easy to do, granted, because, you know, the strongest chess players in the world, you know, have much higher ELA ratings than I do, but, you know, but still, you can learn a lot from the game of chess, and you can learn a lot of aspects that are truly enjoyable, honestly. And even if you lose chess games, you'll still enjoy the experience nonetheless. And that's truly what I enjoyed about playing chess, despite the fact that I'm not as strong about playing chess. Despite the fact that I'm not a strong player, I enjoy the game very much. It's truly my favorite board game of all time. And, you know, I truly enjoy the game. It truly is awesome, and I enjoy learning about it, honestly. It's my favorite board game of all time, truly. But yeah, the Tottenville Chess Club was pretty fun. Our teacher had us like play games against each other. You know, we played games against each other. There were other students I played against in the Tottenville Chess Club. You know, it was a pretty fun experience, I would say. Like, they were pretty cool people to be around, you know. We had fun playing chess. I truly enjoyed it, honestly. I even played games against Tottenville alumni in the chess club, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, overall, that was pretty much my experience in the Tottenville Chess Club. I played games in the school's chess club. I played games in the school's chess club. I played chess against several other students that were in the Tottenville Chess Club. We had a fun time. I enjoyed myself, and I learned a lot from my experience in the Tottenville Chess Club. And yeah, I truly, you know, had a great time there. It was truly one of the best parts about my senior year at Tottenville. It truly was an awesome time. And my senior year at Tottenville was much better than the other 3 years I had of high school. Truly enjoyed my time at Tottenville. Absolutely. Yeah, especially my 12th grade year. That was probably the best part about Tottenville, my 12th grade year, without a doubt. It was my best year in high school. But yeah, another video from the Tottenville Legend 826 channel. Take care, everybody. Another video from my Storytime channel. Tottenville Legend 826 out.